Hey everyone, what up? Thank you so much for being here and clicking on this video, especially if this is your first time. These messages were meant to find you, so thank you. Those of you that have subscribed and shown love and support, I'm hitting 3 months of this journey that I've been on on this channel, and I couldn't do it without you guys. And I thank you so much for adding your energy into this mix and really just being such a great vibe to come to at the end of my day, because I do have a normal job. But the most exciting part of my day is when I know I could do a reading for you guys. So thank you so much for that energy exchange. That being said, let's get into today's topic. We are asking, what is happening next in this connection? By the way, this is subscriber requested. Thank you so much for this idea, this topic, and any topic suggestions. I'm open. So let me know in the comments at any time, if you have a thought of what you might want to see as a topic. I'd really appreciate it. So today, what is happening next in this connection? This could be any sort of connection that you might be in. And we're really trying to get into the details of what is the next step. And this, I'm assuming, is going to be in the near future. That is the intention. So let's get into the pile selection. Today, we are using classic tarot decks for each of the reading. I just thought it was fitting. But the first deck, for the first pile, we are using the Rainbow Holographic Classic deck. And we have this white quartz crystal. So again, pile one, we will be using the Rainbow Holographic Classic Tarot deck. And we have the white quartz. For pile two, we will be using this Borderless White Classic Tarot deck. And we have the Aquamarine Crystal. So heavy. So we have, again, pile two, the Borderless White Classic deck with the Aquamarine Crystal. Pile three, we have this white gold classic deck, and we will be using the Tiger's Eye crystal. Again, pile three, we have the white and gold classic deck, and we have the Tiger's Eye crystal. Okay, feel free to pause if you need a moment to kind of tune in with the energy. The messages should resonate right from the tarot. And we're going to do the tarot before we get into the oracle today. So if the messages aren't resonating, be sure to choose another pile. But I'm hoping that you'll know right away whether or not the reading and the pile is for you. So definitely take your time to figure out which crystal or tarot deck or pile is resonating with you the most, and then I will meet you at your reading. Bye, everyone. Hello, pile one, and welcome to your reading. And if you chose this white quartz, and or if you chose the Rainbow Holographic tarot deck, then this is your reading. You know what? I actually did want to do one quick oracle. I wasn't planning on it, but I thought it would be interesting to get an overall one energy pull, because we are asking today, what is happening next in this connection? Whoever this person is that you are in a connection with, what is the next step? Is it more communication? Is it commitment? Is feelings developing into love? You know, where are we going with this? Okay. So Spirit, thank you so much for being here for the collective energy. Ooh, we already got one. Faith. Interesting. Okay. So this is our energy that's coming up, and it's card number 49. Now, this is an interesting deck. This would be, believe it or not, this would be a swords on the cusp of wands, with card number 49. Faith. Okay. We are going to keep it. Ooh, I didn't plan that far ahead. Let's do this. I don't know if you guys could kind of see it. I think you could see it. Okay. So now let's get into the tarot. We're going to get 5 cards today and 5 clarifiers, which is a lot of, you know, typically we do 4, but I just wanted to make sure that we are getting the exact details we need to figure out what is happening next in this connection. Pile 1. Okay, so the first card that's coming up for your reading is Page of Cups in reverse. The Devil. Oh my goodness. First major arcana, and it's the Devil card, card number 15. I might have to cover this up now that I'm looking at it. Let's use, we're going to use one of my pyramids. That should be okay. Wow, the Devil. Welcome to pile 1, your reading. And again, if the messages don't resonate right out the gate, then this is probably not your reading, or the connection that you are asking about. So feel free to check the other 2, but you should know fairly well whether these cards are going to resonate. The Fool. Another major arcana, card number 0. Aquarius energy. The Devil is Capricorn. And Capricorn is Pentacles energy. All right, so we have Wands coming up. This is the 9 of Wands in reverse. This is... what is happening next in your connection? The Hanged Man in reverse. Okay, I feel like there is movement, action. Let's figure it out, though. Why is the Page of Cups in reverse, Spirit? What is happening next? Death. Okay. Interesting. This is card number 13. Almost like the end of a cycle in which this person wasn't making an offer. Potentially, this person might be making an offer. Let's see. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Clarifying the Devil. This person could have really big struggles financially right now, or they could be going through a lot of challenges at work, which may have led to them not taking action previously. Why is the Fool here, Spirit? So we have Strength in reverse. Okay, that makes sense. This person might be very apprehensive to make a move or take a risk in your direction. Okay, so we have 6 of Cups in reverse, and that's being clarified by the 9 of Wands. I don't know what the cats are up to. Cloud is up to something if you're hearing noise in the background. Okay, let's get our last card. This is so interesting. 8 of Wands. And look at how it did a little bit of a spin. Clarifying the Hanged Man. Okay. And bottom of the deck energy is King of Pentacles in reverse. This person might be really... I feel like this person is going through some type of, I don't know, bankruptcy is a word that just popped up in my mind for some reason. Debt, some type of financial struggles is, some of you might be dealing with a person that's going through, they might have been fired from a job. That could be for some of you. So I think what this person, now again, Faith came out. Let's just take a moment to recognize this energy. as the overall energy for your reading, which I'm glad I pulled this card. What was the bottom of the deck? Responsibility. Oh my goodness, that feels like Pentacles energy, although in this deck it's Wands, card number 52. Responsibility. And it almost feels like pharaohs are two important Egyptian people are coming through. And that could be, again, I am getting a big sense that this person on your mind is dealing with something at work or lack of work or something with finances. And this could be a struggle that they're going through independently, or this could be a struggle between the both of you. Let's go through the energy. So we have Page of Cups coming up in reverse. And that is our first card. And it almost feels like if this person wasn't moving forward, or may have had blocked energy at one point, may have had stuck energy where they weren't moving in your direction, I feel like that is coming to an end with the Death coming up. Now, Death card is number 13, Scorpio energy in Mars. And then we also have, the Page of Cups. Page of Cups could be any of the water sign. So it could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Take energy as it resonates. That could just be the energy of the reading as opposed to energy of this person on your mind. But yeah, the energy that I'm getting from this pretty much is that they withheld an offer to you at one point, and I do feel like they want to end that. I also am getting the energy of a person that is moving beyond like moving beyond the beginning feelings, because this is a page, so with the Six of Cups coming up in reverse, which we'll get to eventually, it's that feeling of this person, and you might have gone through a cycle, maybe more than one cycle with this person. So that being said, I feel like you may know this person. And as far as like what the Death card could represent, in that case, it could be that this is now beginning to be a different stage of this connection, as opposed to like the beginning butterfly honeymoon stage. I feel like it's moving past that, or has moved past that. Now, this Devil energy, I want to pick it up, but I'm not going to, just because of the naked people behind it. I'm getting a few messages. Now, the first message we talked about already, which is that this person might really be going through a very difficult, challenging time when it comes to finances and securing their stability in their life right now. They are not, and this could also be past energy I'm picking up a little bit. But they may at one point not have offered you anything, or was looking in your direction even, because they're dealing with the whole world of stuff when it comes to their business, finances, money situation. But the other message I'm getting too is a little bit of I'm getting the energy of like this person, and it could also be your energy, but again, what is happening next in this connection? This person might have a difficult time letting go of, there might be addictions. I'm getting the energy of something toxic, something that's holding the both of you stuck at one point. I think you guys are moving past that stage though, but so I am getting a message of some type of toxic habit or toxic energy that needs to be released. Now, I'm getting a new message too, to go back to the idea of this person having financial difficulties. This person could be taking out or projecting their frustration with their work and their business and their finances into this connection. They could be really taking it out. And I don't think they're doing it on purpose. If they are kind of in a bad mood, a toxic energy where they're just being mean or rude in some way, that is not okay at all. But I feel like there's a reason why this person is projecting. They're just not feeling very solid in their professional life right now. They could be in their head. Okay. But I also feel like they could be in their head thinking about this connection, and it could be causing them some stress. But, with this being air energy with faith, I feel like, once again, to bring it back to the overall energy that we got with this oracle, is the idea of whatever challenge that you might be facing with this person, have some faith because you will get through it. There's going to be some strength. Someone is going to take a risk. And it might be this person. It might be you. We have a lot of major arcana. Let's just take a moment to talk about that for a second. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But we have a 10 card spread. 11 if you count the bottom of the deck energy. Wow, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. King of Pentacles in reverse. This could be the Emperor in reverse. The Empress in reverse. Oh my God, guys, the cards don't lie. I cannot make this up. Okay, let me put this down for a second. This is nuts. King, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Then you have the Emperor, Empress in reverse. Now, if I were to say out of the whole, court cards, Pentacle energy, I would say the Empress and the Emperor also remind me of like more stable energy, more energy of abundance. Now, everything, the way the cards were laid down, I was like, wow, are they all in? No. Happened to be 4 in a row. This could be a big connection with this person. This could be your spouse. This could be a connection you've had with this person for a while. I feel like there is history with the two of you, but you might be at odds or something is getting in the way. And I'm having a very big sense that it could have to do with finances, work, balance, something to do with pentacle energy. Okay. And we will get clarifiers if we need to get more details on that. But let's move on. So we have the Fool and the Strength that we were looking into before. That was shocking. That could also represent like, a divine counterpart doesn't, it could be a person that you felt a spiritual connection to, but it might be blocked right now. You might be really feeling disconnected with this person. But with the Fool coming out, I feel like strength needs to be present in order for you or this person or both to move toward each other. And I feel like that is what this person might be working on. And, with strength, we have the Leo energy, and this is Sun energy. This person could be really, and again, because we are asking, the topic is what is happening in this connection. This energy could go both ways. So keep that in mind, pile 1. But so this could be your energy, or it could be reflective. You and this person could be reflecting each other right now. Like the holographic, deck. But I feel like there is going to be action. Okay. Now, I always feel like this is a card of resilience, but it's coming up in reverse. This is number 9, 9 of Swords. I'm sorry, 9 of Wands. And this person is like off to the side of the road. You look at like this little, head wrap, like a head injury person. Usually, this is a classic representation, but usually represents someone going through some struggles, challenges, like the road hasn't been easy. So for you and this person, there might be some big challenges right now. And one or both of you might feel like you want to give up, like you want to get off this ride. But with the 6 of Cups coming up in reverse, to clarify, it's that energy of, but you're having a hard time releasing, or they're having a hard time releasing. And you or this person are stuck in that energy of having that history with one another. Like, I feel like it's of value. Even if you are struggling with this person currently right now in this connection, The energy I'm feeling is this is a big connection. So I do feel like there is going to be a different sort of perspective coming through with the Eight of Wands energy. You know, and I'm looking at the landscape. I was noticing it in, where was I noticing the landscape? I think, gosh. Oh, sorry guys. I had a moment. But I was noticing the greenery in the back, like just the rows and mountains and curves and dips of the land. Like nothing is smooth right now, okay? But then when you look at the Eight of Wands, there is one big hill, making sure that you guys could see it on the camera. But then it like kind of evens out and is smooth sailing. And I feel like this person or you, the energy of this connection, where it's going next, is there's gonna be some stability coming. It's going to have faith. It's going to even out. The land is going to even out with this person, especially if you are in the thick of it. Okay. Let's get into and responsibility, which was the bottom of the deck energy, card number 52. And if you add it, it's card number 7, the Chariot, which is also forward movement. I want to see, though, like, what would be the forward movement before we get into the Oracle, now that I'm thinking about that. What is this? Is this communication? Is this making things better? Is this resolving conflict? Like, what is the next? What is happening next in this connection, Spirit? What is the Fool energy? Okay, Four of Pentacles, not letting go, valuing, placing value on the connection. Okay, well, let's see what this is. Two of Cups. Okay, there it is. You know, King of Cups in Knight of Cups in reverse. So I feel like right now you or this person are blocking each other. There might have been a fight. This Devil energy is telling me that this challenge is now becoming almost like the doom. I'm feeling like this sense of doom with this Devil energy when it comes to this conflict or challenge that you might be going through. Now, if you're not going through anything like that, then I'm not sure if this is your reading, because honestly, the energy that I'm getting is something is really getting in the way of things being peaceful. But here's what's happening next. Two of Cups, Four of Pentacles. And the energy that I'm sensing from this is peace, value, a sense, a feeling of taking something, which would be this connection, okay, and placing it in higher priority, especially if priority wasn't being given. If this person, for example, has been so dedicated or obsessed with whatever's going on with their business or with their work, that could be a shift in perspective where they are now realizing, okay, I need to find the energy. I need to find the strength to make sure that I keep my number ones happy. I need to place more value. So I feel like this person, the next thing in your connection, I feel like things are going to ease out a little bit. Okay? Like things are going to settle down a little bit. Spirit, we're going to get into the true love oracle. We have true love, we have romance, and romance angels, and then we're going to get into the angel answers just to really get some good detail of what is happening next. So, Spirit, what else could you tell us? Let's get no more than 2 cards, Spirit. 1 or 2 cards, please. What is happening next in this connection for pile 1? What's happening next in this connection, Spirit? Sometimes these cards could be tricky. Wow. Let me just take a moment. Okay, creativity, but inner peace. Yeah, that's the energy of things just easing its way. It feels like what's happening next in this connection is things are going to calm down, especially if there's been some tense or intense energy. Worthiness popping up at the bottom of the deck. And look at the reflection. And then we got faith. Like, this could be the energy of you and this person sharing that feeling. It could be mirroring energy, but it could also just be like, is this worth it? Is this worth it? And I think what's happening next is both of you are going to decide it is, and there is going to be some peace being created in the next stage of this connection. I feel like with creativity card kind of reminds me of like dates, something fun, something different, something unique, something that's going to get you and this person into a different type of energy, especially if you've been in heavy energy. The idea of not taking life so seriously, not taking things so seriously, especially if this person is being very serious in their business, you know? But look at how they're holding hands, and kind of reminds me of a merry-go-round, and it looks like the sun. Look at the hot air balloon. You know, just the vibrancy of being lifted into the air. A lot of symbolism of things in the air, rainbow. Then you got these stairs leading to a door that these two couple is going to walk through. And with the Two of Cups energy coming up, I think that is kind of the message that we're getting here for you today, Pal One, that things are going to get better. More calm. Wait. Interesting. Look at how kind of reminds me of like the Ace of Swords. Just the way this person has the swords above, or the angel has the swords above their head. Clarity, finding clarity, being patient, having faith that things are going to work out. But in the meantime, you know, maybe getting clear on your perspective as well when it comes to this energy. Perfect timing. That's usually what it is. And what perfect timing really is divine intervention, divine timing is really a thing, guys. You know, you could meet this person and things might not have been aligned the time you met them. Oh my goodness, Cloud. Sorry, guys. He had a moment. Hey, baby. What happened? Okay. Sorry, my baby, my Cloud, my cat. Sorry, he had a little cry in the other room, but now he's here. Okay, listen to your intuition, and just how this, like, it almost feels like the heart chakra is being opened, the crown chakra, the energy of just really being connected to spirit, really having faith in divine timing and how this is all unfolding, especially if this is a counterpart with all this crazy, you know, oh my God. Look at, once again, it's kind of, because we reshuffled for the clarifiers, but the Queen of Swords in reverse, the King of Swords in reverse. It's interesting. And again, not all of these are in reverse. This is just, but what's interesting to me is it feels like a disconnect right now that you might be having. Okay. So I meant to do the romance angels first and end with the angel answers, but let's see how that works out for us. So romance angels, this is going to be our last step before we close out your reading. But wow, Pile One, devil energy. It's hard to miss, man. Let's just get one card. I can't help it just because it's on my mind. Spirit, why else is the devil card coming out? What is this detail? What is going on? Queen of Pentacles. I feel like this person is really, really thinking about you. And again, this is Queen of Pentacles upright. They might not feel ready for you. This person could really be in their head and really be obsessing over their own shortcomings. If they're currently going through things. Is there anything else with the devil energy, sir? Okay, last one. The sun. They're addicted to you. Listen, it's 7 of Cups in reverse now. They might really be in their head about you, fantasizing, daydreaming, imagining things. And they might really be trying to find that strength to take action, to make sure there's clarity in this connection. So I do feel like Spirit is saying, let me give this one more shuffle, that be patient with this person. Have faith that things are going to work itself out. Don't think always the worst case scenario. It's not a good habit to be in that energy of always thinking what could go wrong. I learned that a few years ago, and that has changed everything in my world, to be perfectly honest. But the idea of what could go right? What is best case scenario? What is the best case scenario? And if you are going to think, have at least the best case scenario to think about, but just be open to any outcome too. Don't get attached to outcome. Let's see. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. And I feel like that is the energy. Give it time, be patient. Especially if you or this person or both of you are at a point where you're like, are we done with this? Is this worth the trouble? Spiritual maturity. That could be what you are going through, or this person, or both of you, especially if this is a spiritual connection. Wow. Pile one. True love. 2 of Cups energy again. This is the romance of a lifetime. This could be a spiritual connection of some kind. It could be a soulmate. It could be a twin. Take it as it resonates. But even if you don't identify with that type of label, spiritually, you could be connected with this person, regardless. Let's get one more, just because I really am. Unrequited love. I knew it. With faith. Listen, let your friends help you. This could mean a lot, but I think overall the energy that's coming through that I immediately got upon seeing this is the idea of like getting in your head, or this person getting in their head, of just thinking the worst. Like, especially if you guys are going through something and it's rocky and there's challenges, and this person might be taking a break, or there might be a timeout or a distance or a silence between the both of you. The feeling of, or the thought of, man, does this person not love me anymore or like me anymore, could really cause some stress. But I feel like Spirit is reminding me with this energy. And let's get one more to close out your reading, because I want to get a different energy to close out your reading. But I feel like this is the idea of also just remembering that you are worthy of love. This person and you wouldn't have gotten this far if there wasn't some sort of mutual feeling, so especially with the 2 of Cups coming up and true love. So this could really just be doubt that this person or you are feeling. Doesn't necessarily mean it's true. Okay. Last card of our reading. You deserve love. Oh my God. Worthiness. You and this person deserve love. Everyone deserves love. No one is immune to being unworthy of love, unless, well, let's not get into that conversation. But the point is, like, release your ex. Wow, bottom of the deck energy. And this could also be releasing the past energy. If you and this person are having a fresh start, are coming to easier or more peaceful times together. That could just be the energy of releasing. Now, this could also be the energy of, should you release this person? But I think through faith and following your own intuition is the energy. You will know. You will know. And the next step of this connection, regardless, is going to be better. It's going to be smoother. It's going to be more peaceful. It's going to feel more connected, whether it's by yourself or with this person in union with the Two of Cups. Okay? All right, pile one, this is where we're going to leave it. And I hope it has helped you or gave you some insight in some way. If you resonated with most of the messages, let me know in the comments or send a like my way. I really appreciate all the love and support. Hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Hello, pile two, and welcome to your reading. Sorry, the smoke from the Palo Santos is still going strong. It usually... well, it smells so good. So we have the aquamarine, and or if you chose the, what was it? The Borderless White Tarot. So welcome to your reading. We're going to get right into it. Actually, wow, I almost forgot again, but I wanted to do one quick pull from this oracle, which is the Tarot of the Pyramids, just to get like an overall energy check-in with this person, because we're asking what is happening next in this connection. Okay, what is happening next in this connection? The lighting is a little interesting because it's the time of day where the sun is on the other side, but it's still reflecting through the tall buildings across the street from me. So hopefully it doesn't bother you. Hopefully there's not too much of a glare. Okay, so let's get into it. Thank you so much, Spirit, for being here today for pile two. Let's get it. So we are asking, what is happening next in this connection for pile two? What's happening next? This person on pile two's mind. What is the energy, Spirit? What is happening next? Okay. We got two cards coming out. Wow. The Wheel of Fortune. This is three major arcana coming out for this reading in this deck. It's a really, really interesting deck because the minor arcana are not the typical at all, but there is the first 21 major arcana. And three of them came out for you. Wheel of Fortune, which is card number 10. And this is Pisces energy coming up at the bottom. And the overall energy we have is the Lovers coming up, card number 6, with the World, card number 21. Okay, now the Lovers, just to look into the energy real quick, is Gemini. And let's shift this. I wasn't expecting two, but you know, this candle might be a little dangerous. All right, we're going to have to remember that is the Lovers, and then we have, oopsie, the World. Could you see that? A little bit. Okay. It works. We're going to keep it. So, wow. We're going to get into it. How does that affect this reading? Let's see. So, Spirit, we're going to get 5 cards today, pile 2, which is a little bit more than the 4 that I normally do. And then we're definitely going to get some clarifiers. I want to make sure that we are getting the channeled messages directly to you from Spirit. Okay, so Spirit, what is happening next in this connection for the house here? 5 of Swords coming up as your first card in the reading. Okay. And we have the 6 of Cups. Wow, 6 of Cups energy came up in pile 1 as well. So this is definitely someone you've been with for a while. This person and you have Page of Swords, have definitely some history, definitely some good, sweet feelings. Are we taking this together? I think I want to take it separate. We're going to go with the Magician in reverse, and then we have the Ace of Cups coming up. Wow. Is there forward movement? Is there a love offer? I want to get some clarifiers. I do feel like there's going to be communication. Okay. The death of conflict. So if you and this person have been in a challenge, wow. Queen of Swords coming up in reverse to clarify the Six of Cups. This challenge might be coming to an end. The Lovers in reverse. Wow, the Lovers twice. Because I am getting more of a sense that this is a decision that needs to be made. But now we have the Lovers coming out again, and it's in reverse. And I probably should cover it up because I'm looking at a private part. Wow, the Lovers in reverse. I feel like there was an ending of some sort, but I do feel like there is potential for a new beginning. Let's see. Let's get the rest of our cards. Nine of Swords coming up to clarify the Magician in reverse. A lot of stress over moving forward in this connection. And this could be from you, or this could also be from this person. It could also be mirroring energy since we are figuring out what is happening next. So immediately I am thinking Two of Pentacles in reverse coming up at the bottom of the deck. Okay. I'm getting the energy that you and this person, there might be potential for a new beginning, a new start with this person if there was a breakup. But a lot of you might be going through some sort of challenge. I think the next stage in this connection is going to be some sort of love offer and communication. Okay, let's get into it. So we have the Five of Swords coming up with death. And ironically, in Pile 1, death came up in the same place, but for different energy. I just think it's interesting how spirit works, though. Death of whatever this conflict or challenge. I feel like this person or you, the energy that is happening next in this connection is that the swords are going to be laid down. I feel like this person wants to put an end to whatever that energy is. Okay? I feel like they held on to it for a long time. And that could also be your energy. It could be mutual. Okay? Keep this in mind during this reading, Pile 2, because we are not specifically asking about this person's energy. We are asking about what's happening next in the connection. So I feel like there's going to be some sort of end to whatever conflict or challenge that you and this person have been experiencing. Now, with the Queen of Swords coming up in reverse, this could be one person's blocked energy. I'm getting the energy that this might be your blocked energy. Or it could be mutual, but I feel like one of you is definitely like mad or angry, or I'm sensing some sort of energy of where things might have ended. Like this might be a person that has walked away or vice versa. But I do feel like there's very beautiful memories, nostalgic memories of when this person is thinking about you. It could be mutual, of course. You know, I'm getting the energy though that most of you might have been to some sort of ending with this person. And now the decision is, is this gonna be a new beginning? Is this gonna be a fresh start? And I feel like the answer is yes, with this Ace of Cups coming in with the Eight of Pentacles, and we're gonna get there. But I think the first step is going to be some sort of communication, especially if you and this person are at a disconnect or not communicating or speaking to each other. This is Pile 2, and we're getting the Lovers twice. So I definitely feel like, and one of them is upright, one of them is in reverse. So I'm getting the energy that one person might be more upset. Gosh, why can't I pick this up? It's the nails. But the energy of like someone coming forward with some sort of message through the conflict, trying to gain some sort of clarity within the clouds, you know, like kind of cloudy judgment is being cleared up at this point. And I feel like someone is making a decision to move forward. It could be you. It could be this person. And we could get clarifiers on that. And we're going to get into the Oracle too to help us figure out, you know, this connection is clearly going into an area of communication with a love offer. Something is being offered in this next stage of this connection. But as far as whether it's you initiating or this person, that is the energy that we could hopefully pick up in the oracle. And if we don't, then I want to get some more clarifiers with the tarot. Okay, we're going to go with the flow with the energy today. So with the Magician coming up with the Nine of Swords coming in to clarify, I feel like this person or you or both are in your head about what the future holds. The Magician, I feel like someone is lacking some sort of information. I feel like it could be swords energy that is being missed just because the Page of Swords is coming up next to this. It could also be the idea of missing cups. Like if you or this person is blocking each other, I feel like because of that, there is stress as far as feeling aligned action. So I feel like whatever action is going to take place, it's going to be very spontaneous, very swift. I don't think there's going to be much thought. I think you or this person are just going to like, hi, Moon. Mooney hasn't made an appearance in a while. Hi, Mooney. Moon energy, anxiety, slicing through all that anxiety, fear, any blockages. This is where I'm getting the blockages, the fear. Someone is in their head about forward action, which is why there may be currently stuck action. Okay. Now, as we get toward the end of this energy, we have the Ace of Cups. Now, this could mean two things. It could be a new beginning with someone, a renewal, a fresh start. I also feel like it could be a huge love offer. Like, look at this hand slicing through the clouds, offering up this beautiful cup. The letter M, W. But the idea of like swooping in with this bird, swooping straight in, like that energy, it feels very fast. I feel like whatever action is going to take place. Now, Eight of Pentacles also feels like energy of working toward a new start, a new beginning, a new step in your relationship. But I feel like something has to be balanced in order for action to be present. So let's see. Is it you or this person that needs to come forward? Spirit, Page of Swords with the Lovers in reverse. Could you give me some type of detail of who's making the first move? Could we know that, Spirit? Is there... Ooh. Look at this. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. So unhappiness, a murky future, some type of ending. Okay, Spirit. So what else? The Hermit. Someone is, okay, I feel like there's going to be intuition coming in. And we're going to get into the oracles. We could get back to this. Yeah, someone is ignoring and blocking and silencing. I think it's one person. So if that is, okay, so if your person is blocking you, then I feel like they are the one. Well, let's see. Okay. Now, or if you're blocking them, they may be the one coming forward. Ace of Swords. Oh my God. Okay. So whoever is creating this distance, whether it's you or this person, take it as it resonates. That person in the isolation, in their reflection, they are going to get some type of spark, some clarity of moving forward. And I feel like it's a little overwhelming right now. And that could be the energy of the end of whatever this was or is. Okay. Let's get into the Oracle. Spirit. It's hard to tell who's the person that's going to initiate. I'm going to be honest. But maybe we could get more details from the oracle. Because again, it could be both of your energy. It could be mutual with the 10 of Pentacles coming up in reverse, where both of you are mutually not talking. One of you is going to break the silence. One of you is going to end it. Abundance is coming up. Wow, that's nice energy. So what's happening next in your connection? Abundance. Ace of Cups feels like abundance too. Like your cup is full and you're ready to offer it, you know? And that could also be mutual. Self-respect. That could be the energy of, again, I'm feeling like this could be mutual, or this could be your person. Of them just hermiting and gaining that, like, filling up their own cup, figuring out what they want to manifest, what decision they need to make, you know, especially if a cycle or some type of challenge, conflict, or even if the connection as a whole ended. I do feel like the next step is going to be a little bit more of maturity is coming out. Some maturity, you know, Six of Cups, that this is a person, you have history with this person. And I feel like the next step in this connection is going to be a love offer. There's going to be some work put in. And I feel like there's going to be passion, like a creative spark that one or both of you are going to feel in order to bring this back into the energy of like mutual, equal. Like I feel the scales of Libra energy. I'm feeling Libra energy a little bit. So we have boundaries coming up. And that could be something that both of you might need to work on in this connection. Figuring out boundaries. What that looks like in your connection. And that could have to do with self-respect, you know. Maybe someone put more energy into this connection than the other person. Maybe someone's distancing, but someone's rushing in. You know, it could be an imbalance of sorts when it comes to energy. And in that case, I feel like Spirit is saying, with time, it's going to, there's abundance will be created once boundaries are in place. Okay, let's see, Spirit. Romance angels. What's happening next in this connection, Spirit? New love. Wow. Make the effort. Okay. I have to take a moment. Because this feels like Ace of Cups, you know? And if this is someone that you have history with, which, you know, you're asking, oh, there's people yelling. But they're having fun. It's not bad energy. It's like good energy. New love. It's like that abundant energy of just really wanting to make things better. Now, make the effort. Okay, I don't want to tell you what to do. This is not my job to tell you what to do. Okay, that's not what readings are for. Readings, and my intention for this reading is always to give you guidance, a different perspective, some insight, if at all possible, with the energy of this person, whoever the person might be for the reading or the topic, okay? So with make the effort, now this could be Spirit saying it might be you that needs to initiate. But it could also be this person, you know, like it could go both ways. But make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So I feel like this is a message also for what's happening next in your connection is divine action. Or what is it? Intuitive action. Aligned action. Like you will know when to act. If something doesn't feel right, or if you're unsure and you don't know what to do, guess what? Don't do anything. Don't make the effort. You're not ready. It's not aligned yet. But so if that's where you're at, then maybe it's this person that might be the first person that makes the effort. But if you do feel aligned and ready, to whatever went wrong, whatever, even if it was just like some type of fight or conflict, that led to a couple of days off with each other, someone is going to give, and it might be this person. But if you feel aligned, then, it could be you too. Calling in your soulmate. Wow. This could be a spiritual connection. It's maturing. I feel like with this cycle that you and this person might be coming to an end with some sort of cycle, some sort of way this connection was happening is coming to an end. And I think what's coming up in its place is going to be a burst of energy, of abundance. And I feel like that's what it comes with I feel like experience with this person. You and this person are going to have those experiences. Now, calling in your soulmate, you or this person might think of each other as that type of connection. So what's happening next? It could be that you and this person are calling each other in. Okay, let's get one more. And then we're going to get into the angel answers and really get down to business. Like, what is happening? But I want to get one more. Romance angels. What else, Spirit? Religious factors, spiritual. Now, whenever I get this, you could take it literal. One of the challenges in this connection could have been religiously based. But that's not for everyone. But I think if anything, religious factors, I'm thinking more of you and this person might have a spiritual connection, especially with calling in your soulmate coming up. So I feel like, that's what's happening next in your connection. Even if there was some sort of end of, and again, it could have just been simply a fight or an ongoing conflict that you're trying to make a decision on. You deserve love. Wow, this came up in pile 1 too. Everyone deserves love, man. That's it. Okay, everyone does. All right, let's get into, as we close out your reading, wow, pile 2. Let's get into the angel answers. What is happening next in this connection, Spirit? Anything that you need to tell us, Spirit, for pile 2? What does pile 2 need to know with light and love? For this connection, what is happening next? Thank you, Spirit, so much. It's up to you. All right, don't stop. Okay. Wow, Spirit. This is pretty clear. Yes. Okay. Listen, this is pretty clear, but I cannot tell you what to do. These are just the messages that Spirit is sending. It's always going to be up to you, though. But if you feel inclined to move forward with this connection and communicate and patch things up and work toward a resolution and whatever is going on, Spirit is saying yes. But it has to be up to you. Okay? Now, whatever it is that's going on, don't stop. It could be just you feeling like moving forward with this person. Spirit is saying, keep going. Because again, just even the energy of this beautiful angel with the rainbow almost feels like they are tuning into music. I feel like they have an instrument in their mouth, that they're blasting a horn or a flute or something. And it's creating that type of energy. Okay? Whatever it is that you are, let's get one more. I can't help it. Spirit, let's get one more to end pile 2's reading. This is 2 success. Wait. But I wanted only one, Spirit. Let's get one more only. Okay. In the near future, there it is. Okay. There's nothing else we could say. Spirit, listen, weight wants to come at the bottom. This could be your person coming toward you. It's up to you whether or not you want to open up that or offer or return the cup. Return the cup to sender or invite that person in, with a new fresh start. So, wow, I wonder if it's going to be you or this person that's moving forward. Spirit is really teeter-tottering on that energy. I'm curious if you're feeling inclined to communicate with this person. In that case, Spirit is saying it's up to you in the near future. It will happen. But wait until it feels aligned. Now, it could also be roles reversed where your person might come forward in the right time, in the near future. So wait. So my advice for you really with this energy is tune into your intuition. Try to get out of your mind, okay? And balance out this energy, especially if you feel imbalanced or if you feel like you need to ground yourself. Because if you're not feeling grounded, you're not going to get your intuitive hits from spirit. You're not going to understand what to do if you're feeling indecisive. Okay? Or if your person is feeling indecisive. And again, it could be both of you. Both of you are waiting. Who is it going to be? Let me know if this resonated, or if this helped you or gave you some sort of guidance in any way or insight. And again, I hope I see you again. And thanks so much for being here. Bye, guys. Hello, Pile 3, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the Tiger's Eye stone, and or if you chose the white and gold classic tarot deck, then this is your reading. And you know what? I did it for a third time. We are actually going to start with this oracle that I keep forgetting. It was a last minute decision that I wanted to do for pile 1. So I thought it was a good idea. And I just want to check in with the energy because, we're asking today, what is next in this connection? And I want to see what the overall energy might be with the Tarot of the Pyramids. So let's see, Spirit. For pile 3, thank you so much for being here today, Spirit. All right. What is happening next in this connection, Spirit? What is the energy of what is happening next for pile 3 in this connection with this person? What is the energy? Spirit. Ooh. Determination. Wow. Determination. Now, card number 67, this card is called a tarot deck, and it is. It's just very unique, and I use it more as an oracle, but this is Pentacles energy, card number 67. Grounded energy is coming up. Now, we have Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Determination could mean a lot. The bottom of the deck, we have shadow and light. Feels a little bit like Libra energy coming up. More air. Card number 77. This is Pentacles. And 77 might mean something. 6777. Okay, let's get into the tarot. Determination. Interesting. So we're going to get 5 cards today, pile 3. Okay? As we're tuning in with the energy of the person that is on your mind, this connection that you're in, what is happening next is the question that we are asking today. Okay. Spirit, what is happening next in pile 3's connection? Okay, so our first card is 8 of Wands in reverse. So there might not be much movement right away. That's kind of my signifier for movement. But this could also be past energy. So I do want to see what the rest of the cards say. Spirit, what is happening next in this connection? With pile 3's connection, Spirit. So we have the Knight of Cups in reverse coming out for you. Okay. What is happening next in this connection, Spirit? What do we need to know? Temperance, our first major arcana. And this is I should just look at the number. I'm trying to remember. I've remembered the numbers of my major arcana, but 14. Sorry. So 14. This is card number 14, Sagittarius energy in Jupiter. Temperance. What is going on? All right, we have 9 of Cups right next to that. Which is a beautiful card. I mean, it's like someone that is self-fulfillment. That was the word, the phrase I was just gonna say, and now we have 9 of Pentacles coming up. This feels like single energy. Someone, I got a lot of heat in my last reading for umming. I can't help it. I'm realizing it. I'm aware of it. I am going to stop it. But it might take a while. Oh my God, I did it again. My bad. All right, let's get into the 8 of Wands in reverse. Why is this here, Spirit? What is happening next in this connection? Okay, this is the 2 of Cups in reverse. I am getting the strong sense that there has been an ending which has led to single energy. I'm feeling the energy that you and or this person, both of you, is single. I feel like this relationship may have ended. Yeah, definitely. 5 of Cups. Okay, I'm sorry. If you're going through a breakup currently, I am sorry that you're going through it. I'm here for you, and we're going to see what the energy holds for us today of what's happening next. I also do want to say, too, if this has been an ending and it's been time, I am getting the energy that you or this person are still going through it. Death in reverse. Someone is having a hard time letting go. And we could get clarifiers to see if this is both energy. We're not tuning in directly to one, or we're tuning into the both energies of this reading because we're talking about the connection that you have with this person. So just keep that in mind when we're going through this energy, that this could be both of you. It could be you or this person. Page of Pentacles with the 9 of Cups. Okay. And let's get our last card, and then we're going to get into it. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Almost like it was faded. Wow, we have the Devil coming up in reverse. 7 of Swords. Okay. I'm going to cover this a little bit. I feel like I have to. We're going to use one of my pyramids. Rose quartz. Okay. So I will say this. I definitely feel like there's been some sort of ending that has led to a independent energy that is coming from this reading. Now, the question is, what is happening next? I do feel like this, I do feel like this might not be over. Someone might want to move forward, but I am getting that it might not be right away. I feel like this might be time for healing and focusing on things. Let's go through it. So we have the 8 of Wands coming up in reverse. Now, immediately out the gate, and if you know a thing or two about tarot, you're going to probably realize this when I realized, is that there's not going to be forward action right now. The next step is not going to be movement. I feel like the next step is dealing with the emotions in the aftermath of some sort of ending. Hi, Mama. Sorry, guys. Mooney is coming over, I think. Oh, she's there. She comes. Hi, baby. Okay. Bye-bye. Sorry about that. So, speaking of moon energy, I am getting a little bit of reflection. You are both of you might be now in some type of reflection, realizations. You might be getting epiphanies, realizations about this connection within this independent energy. With the Two of Cups coming up, this could also, okay, I just got another message. This could also be that, there might be an ending coming and there's resistance to letting go of this person. That might not be for everyone, but because I do feel like the majority of you might already be in an ending or some type of, I'm getting the feeling that it's like an official end, or that's what's going to happen next. So, if we're looking at what is this? The Knight of Cups? And it's in reverse. Someone is feeling maybe a lack of confidence, not moving forward, not offering love. But the Knight of Cups is nice energy when it is upright, of someone moving forward and taking action and wanting to really offer something in a pretty swift way. Cups energy isn't the fastest energy in tarot, but it is not the slowest either, but it's coming in reverse. So I do feel like this was a connection that you had with this person that might not have been the most, it might not have been long. You might not have been in a connection with this person for long. We got three. We have three major arcana coming out for this reading. And it feels, well, I guess you could count this as four. So it could have been a big, even though it might not have been a long connection, or flip it. I feel like it's either a long connection, but with not that much depth, or it was a shorter connection, maybe nothing more than a year, and if that, but it was very deep and it was very strong, because the emotions that you or this person are going through, and I'm feeling it might be both, to be honest, is mutually sadness, some type of loss is being dealt with right now. And even like just looking at the spilled cups, and not ready to cross over to the other side of this river. Kind of like focusing on, I feel mourning, mourn, mourning, coming from this energy. But through this mourning, I feel like healing is being had. But I also feel like now we have Temperance and Death in reverse. Like the energy that's coming out is really struggling to let go of. Now, it could be this person, it could be this connection. Even if it's time to let go of someone, it could feel it could be very difficult. And this could be like, if you're debating whether or not this connection is going to end, but I feel like the majority of you, and the determination energy that's coming up at the bottom of the deck, I'm really getting the idea of epiphanies through self-reflection, self-healing. I'm getting a lot of self. Nines represent in tarot a lot. It could be an independent journey. It could be an independent fool's journey. But we do have the Two of Cups coming out, but it is in reverse. So I feel like this independent journey could be the next step in this connection. And even just like the energy of having difficulties letting go of this past, it could be very difficult letting go and healing the past, even when you're ready for it, or that it's time. So if this was a long connection and a deep connection, because that could be the case too, I really do feel like in the aftermath of this, it's going to be tricky for you or this person, or both of you, but one of you is really going to tune in to your independent energy. Now, I see the Nine of Cups. This could be fulfillment. It could be fulfillment in a connection, but it could also be self-fulfillment. You know, it's a 9. And 9 represents the Hermit of Virgo energy. But this is Cups. So specifically for 9 of Cups, this is Pisces. Now we also have the Page of Pentacles. And that could be any of the earth signs, you know, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. And I am getting the energy of just someone wanting to move forward, take baby steps in their own path, their own journey of self-realization. With the Wheel of Fortune coming up in reverse, this could mean, you know, I'm now Wheel of Fortune is card number 10. It could be that you and this person are still like holding on to each other or hanging on. Someone is having a hard time letting go. Someone is having a hard time letting go. But with the Devil coming up in reverse at the bottom of the deck, I want to see what's after that. Oh yeah, the 7 of Swords. Sun, like just finally admitting to yourself that this is not the connection for you. Now, whether this person is realizing it, I am feeling your energy, like determination, like this is... Now, if this doesn't sound like your connection, then this is not your reading. But I really do, I'm getting the energy, very strong energy of releasing a like addictive, hyper focus on this person. And coming into your own independent. You know, 9 of Pentacles coming upright. Look at this. Person, even with the bird landing on her hand, just enjoying the fruits of their labor. And it's like a glow up. I'm feeling like a glow up. And a lot of that could happen in alone time, you know, in that isolation. If you went through isolation or going through it, this is where what's going to happen next. You're going to get through it and you're going to thrive. You're going to thrive, pile 3. You're going to look at your shadows. You're going to release the toxic energy. You are going to face yourself. You're going to face yourself, okay? But let's get into the Oracle because I really want to make sure that the right messages are coming out. So we're going to get some clarifiers and we're going to get some more insights with the Oracle. And we could also probably get some confirmation. So let's get into it. I am going to start with the True Love Oracle, which I think is a really good Oracle to start with. Hi, Moon. Again. Bye, baby. Okay. Spirit. What details? What's really going on? What is happening next in this connection? Are we on the right road here with these messages, Spirit? What? Oh, almost dropped this. Wow, look at this. Spirit is so amazing. I'm just always amazed. Maturity. Okay. The distorted masculine energy is coming up. I feel like, and chivalry, the Page of Pentacles. I don't know. I'm getting the energy of someone releasing toxic things in the past. That could be a person. That could be habits. That could be shadows that you had in this connection that you are recognizing and releasing and realizing, I don't want to have this in my next connection. I definitely don't want to have this with myself. The distorted masculine energy is energy of someone that is imbalanced, someone that is not stable, someone that is not grounded, someone that is trying to control outcome. I could keep going, but the energy that I'm getting is someone trying to release that and come into something more in the way of divine, like alignment, when it comes to moving forward. With chivalry reminds me of like just romance, strength, confidence. I'm getting like almost like the King of Cups with the King of Pentacles in one. So to come out with the distorted masculine, what is happening next? I feel like you or this person are going to go through a growth and mature and be in a energy of kind of recognizing the type of person they want to be. They want to get into their divine. Let's get one more. Wow, Spirit. My voice is a little rough right now. I apologize. I'm recovering from a cold. All right, the gardener. Determination. Gosh, the same energy I'm picking up. Someone that is just keeping their head down, determined to kind of go through this journey. And it feels like a healing journey. Bottom of the deck. Oh my goodness. You can't make this stuff up. As a, sorry, I had to pause because Mooney is being a little in her distorted feminine because she's climbing. She was climbing on the screen and I had to stop her. Wow, guys, this is crazy, pile 3. Let's take a moment. We have the distorted feminine, the distorted masculine. We have 2 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, this could be really like both of you. It does feel like it could be both, to be honest, with this energy coming up. Are going through it, are trying to go through a healing from this connection. If it ended, if you're here still, then your connection probably did end. And honestly, you will get through it. Chivalry could just be the energy of both of you wanting to get into more divine, more into your higher self, your higher being, but you can't rush the mourning process. You do have to put in the work, the healing, the time to get out. Now, the distorted masculine energy, we went through it a little bit, but we also, distorted feminine could be very similar. It could be very toxic as far as obsessing over someone, overthinking, overanalyzing, lacking confidence, being needy, being controlling. So if both of you are like realizing that could have been the energy in this connection with the devil coming up in reverse, I feel like the next step is both of you are going to release this and get to a better, healthier version of self. If you're not already there, you might already be there. Let's get into the romance angels just to see. This is interesting. Pile 3, I have not dealt with a breakup in a very long time. But I do understand loss. And even, the breakup that I did experience was a huge one, even though it was meant to happen and I was ready for it. It was overdue type of energy, but it was still difficult and challenging. And you have to allow yourself that time. And you'll get through it. You're going to get your 9 of Cups, I promise you. Pile 3. What is happening next in this connection, Spirit? What else could you tell us? Retreat. Wow. Okay. Bottom of the deck, passion. But I kind of want to get one more card, which... Okay. Yeah, I feel like I want one more card. Maybe 2 more, Spirit. This is... We're just going to let go of control issues. Guys, this does okay, again, thank you, Spirit, for being here in the energy of Pile 3. We were talking about controlling, especially with the distorted energy coming up with the collective energy in this reading. So one of the messages that's coming through is the next thing that's going to happen is you or this person, but I'm feeling like it might be both. Trust that things are going to unfold the way they are supposed to. And retreat, separation, I think it kind of says it all. We're just getting a lot of confirmation. It's time to disconnect from the world. Go through your independent journey. And I promise you, it feels great. It's a great when you find yourself again. And then you're ready to give your cup to something new, in the future, a new person, a new connection. Separation. Okay. I'm not sure why I'm reshuffling the deck. So now that I did that, let's get one more, Spirit. And then we're going to get into our angel answers. I don't know. Maybe Spirit didn't want. Okay. Soulmate. This could have felt like a soulmate. It could have been a soulmate. Soulmates don't mean they last forever. It could have been a karmic soulmate. I just combined those two labels. I mean, think of it as whatever you want, but it could have been a big connection. It could have felt spiritual, forgiving and learning right after that. It could also represent, this is your soulmate. Maybe represent finding yourself, your own soul, being conscious, figuring out what that means if you have no idea what I'm talking about. Because once you find your soul and realize you are the only mate you need, your soulmate is yourself, you can look at it that way. That could be the message that's what's happening next. So take that energy as it resonates for you. All right, let's get into our last oracle as we close out your reading, pile 3. And I'm curious, Spirit. Thank you so much for being here today for pile 3 with this energy and any messages that we could send pile 3 with what's happening next in this connection. What's happening next, Spirit? Any advice for pile 3? I think we have 3. Okay, 3 for 3. Improving health, bottom of the deck. Healing. Improving health, that could be mental health, but that could also be physical. I think it's important to move your body, get the energy flowing as you're going through this journey, and it will get better. Recovery, wow, Spirit. Romance. Abundance, that could be your future, the fulfillment, the 9 of Cups. Abundance, romance with the chivalry card. There could be something new headed your way. There's a honk for confirmation. Wow, Spirit, you're not skipping a beat today. I mean, I really am getting the energy. Whoa. I don't know what else to say. Okay, I had to pause because there was a little honking match going out. Welcome to Chicago. But, we're still Midwest. So abundance and romance, improving health. And don't forget, we had shadow and light at the bottom of the deck, which I haven't forgotten. And I feel like this is the shadow, the devil in reverse. The shadows that are being faced with this healing, and light is going to be there waiting for you. Simplicity. It's going to feel good. When you find your soul, when you find peace, especially when you're healing from thoughts, from toxic energy, especially if you're going through a breakup. And this might be a painful breakup, even if if you still love this person, for example, or still have those feelings, it could feel even harder to move past this energy. But I'm getting, for a lot of you, you understand that this is meant to be. Like, you are realizing you might have been resisting this, but now you might be realizing, like, you know what? this was meant to happen this way. As FedEx is parking. Sorry guys, it's pretty crazy right now in the neighborhood right now. But I think it's a good sign for us to end our reading. And that being said, I really do hope that this helps you in some way, and I really do wish you the best of luck in your healing journey, pile 3. I just want to remind you how beautiful the energy will feel once you get to what it means to find your soul, to be conscious, to release those thoughts, and be present through this journey. Feel what you got to feel. Don't force it to go away, because it's important for you to feel your emotions too. Okay? That being said, I wish you the best. And, I hope I see you again. Bye, guys.